Hi, Tina and Ganesh.
What's up?
Hi. What's up?
What's up? Yes, Tina, you can see the record
Have you
button.
guys been?
Yeah, like wow, that's cool.
Oh yeah, there is.
Hey.
My goodness, you guys are like cats, man. One little thing you see, you'll be like, oh my god.
Ooh.
Sober cats.
Not exactly. I think I drank a little bit. But to answer your question, I've been good. I've been trying to keep myself busy. As you know, I've been calling up everyone that I know of to just talk to them via video and publish it on social media.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty cool, man.
Because at the end of the day, I just want everyone to have like a good laugh and take a walk down memory lane and dig up old stories, you know. So some of the videos that I've put out
Old
include guys
stories.
that you know. Yeah. I mean, more on the safe side of things, like we talk about black hole days, we talk about how some bands like, you know, had short-lived careers and everything, and we talk about stillborn, blah blah blah. But most importantly, like but most importantly, the most important is
Stillborns, yeah. I
yes,
tell you,
with
it's the
some
day
of
the
them.
Workers' Party gets elected, right? That's where TRVE is going to rejoin the band and they're going to release their first album. You wait. That is the day.
First
Actually,
album still after 10 years.
I was gonna say, like, I think the likelihood of a stillborn album being released is as likely as the Reform Party winning a seat.
Or Sean quitting drinking.
Oh, dude, that would
From
be the day, man.
Yeah, that will be the day, huh? The day Sean was like, yeah, I quit drinking, and then they were like, hey, this Stillborn album coming out.
The stars are aligned.
Everything works out fine. So, for myself, aside from doing content creation for our local audience, I have been working at home mostly, and recently I've been working towards upgrading myself professionally, and of course on the personal side. Recently, I'm with a wonderful lady, so we've been trying to work out our relationship.
Hey. Suave as
Mm.
ever, lah, darling. Suave as ever. People catching COVID, Galip got the feels.
I can't help it, man. I mean, she liked me, so I said yes.
Of course.
Still Casanova.
So what about you guys, man? What have you been up to? Like, starting with Ganesh first.
Like, I've been busier than ever, man. Like, you know, right? So I've been handling audits mostly. And because of COVID, like, the whole timeline has been really screwed up. So all my customers, all the clients are like, no, we want the work now. But they can't produce any of the files. So we've been working from home, but it's been like 15 to 16-hour days, almost daily. So it has been a challenge, lah, but it's something, at least, you know, I've been able to keep busy. A lot of my friends in the media industry and everything, they are like, you know, like they lost their jobs and they're unable to do anything, waiting for a government grant, and there's so many delays. So I think I consider myself pretty lucky.
I notice as
in
much,
that
like
sense,
especially like those people like in the entertainment industry and those that are whose
in the
business
service industry as well. Like Tina, you also, right? Like air stewardess, like now all the flights
Aviation
grounded.
industry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
So yeah, Tina, like how has it affected you? Obviously, it affects you the most because you're in aviation, and
Yeah.
obviously without flights, you guys have no job.
Yeah, I'm the complete opposite of Ganesh actually. I think it was because when I'm flying, right, I'm always so busy. So on my off days, I'm always tired. I'm always like, I've got no energy to do shit. But I think I've not flown for the past 3 months, so it was like a good time for me to catch up on everything. I painted my entire house. I spent more time with my family. I had a good time cleaning. So it's like I started gardening again. It was like a reset button for me. But
Again, since when were you in the gardening?
how dare you?
No, like I've never ever. Tina, I've known you for more than 10 years. Like I've never ever
Please.
heard once like, okay, BIB guys.
My
gotta
plants
go, like,
never
no,
prospered.
water my
Okay, but
tomatoes.
I
Yeah,
always
this is
start,
new.
but I never finished it. So I say start again. So I'm growing sunflowers now. They're the easiest
So
to grow apparently.
So technically, you didn't start.
Nice.
So technically, you just start in the first place. It was more of like a trial package that you just gave up after like the 3-day expiry. Then you're like, nah, I got no time.
Oh, my plants died. Nah.
Restart.
Restart. But I kind of enjoyed my few months off from work actually, because work has been hectic for me. And I mean, it's an unfortunate pandemic. Like, I mean, we missed stuff like Hammer Sonic. That was such a big
Oh
bummer.
my
We missed like,
god, Hammer Sonic. I was
I was
so
so
bummed, man.
upset,
That was
super
supposed to
bummed.
be like my one like trip to relieve everything before the audit season started, no?
I feel the pain as well. Like I was lucky enough to go to Australia just before they hit the travel restrictions. But the thing was that the
Oh,
next month I was gonna go to Hamilton as well, and also to Penang, and those were like the things that I had in mind, and I was so excited over it. And then the moment they
it
had travel plan, I was like, oh man, two things cancelled
it
at
was
once.
like today this year was like the year for all of us, and it just
Yeah,
boom. And the headlining band is COVID-19.
so sad.
Uh,
We had so much plans, man.
I want to be
It's
happy,
like
not
a moment of
depressed about something
silence.
else.
Yeah.
But it's all
It's
our
like
plans.
Well, I mean, I guess it's spanner works to be honest, but knowing that you guys are able to do like a lot of things because of the whole COVID-19, what activities have you been up to while being at home? Like for example, like aside from working from home, like are there like any hobbies that you've taken up? Like for example, like Tina has decided to be interior decorator and just revamp her house, for example. What about you, and Ganesh?
yeah.
Like have you been
I
doing anything?
started like cooking more often. Like I don't know if I told you that like I moved out on my own like about 7 months ago. So, like, the working from home, living alone, right, it's been like a huge difference now. I don't just go down and be like, oh, there's lunch, my grandma cooked for me. It's like everything. So it's like, I've been trying my best to like cook, like get somehow I have like a cold storage nearby. So it's like, I got this weakness. It's like, I see something fancy, I don't know how it tastes. I must buy first. It's like, I was like, ooh, it's like, they say don't judge a book by the cover, though, but the cover is what matters to me, not the content. I'm like, sell looks fancy, buy. I'm like, oh no, then I'm like, okay, trying to like cook different
Like,
cuts of
what
meat.
secrets lie behind this vegetable?
Yeah. Organic vegetables are a fucking scam. They taste the same. Don't waste your money, guys. Like,
Yeah, it's absolute.
but
Like
yeah,
trust me,
that's the thing.
man. I totally agree with you. Like I do cook most of the time. However, ever since I started working from home, I realized that I have more time to come up with a lot more dishes. Like instead of making my usual office lunch, I make like
Mm-hmm.
noodles and rice and everything. And here's the thing: when you go grocery shopping, when you start buying things, and then your mind just takes over, and you're like, oh, I feel like making this, and I feel like making that. And my sister and I, we have
Yeah,
been trying to
exactly.
compete with one another. We're basically
Suddenly
like
you
playing
feel like
Master
you're
Chef each
on an
other.
episode of Master Chef with buy
No,
everything.
I love MasterChef, man. Like I've like creme fraiche stocked in my fridge, like, and it has like the MasterChef approved. Like all my friends are like, you fucking bougie fella. It's like, what's creme fraiche? I'm like, I'm getting offended. You do not know what's creme fraiche. Like, how do you eat eggs without creme fraiche? Like, but I don't know, man. It's been a life changer. Like seeing that all these new ingredients. I'm trying things I don't normally do. Like, because for me, it's like work lunches is like you eat to survive kind of thing. So something quick, healthy can be done in 20 minutes so I can get back to work. But now I'm like getting all bougie, with like like vegetable spaghetti, like rack a
Wow.
lamb. It's like,
Red a lamb. Oh my god.
yeah.
You guys are making me feel so embarrassed. I only started learning how to cook ban mian the most recently.
It's
Yeah,
still
I mean
something,
it's still
man.
progress. It's still progress, exactly.
It's the simplest thing you can ever make. It's like cooking Maggie. So
No, it's different. Maggie
Yeah,
you
I
is
guys
mean
are like
I've
housewife
not
material,
yeah,
housewife material.
I've not made ban mian in my life ever. So like that's like one you have over me,
well, Tina, I'm not gonna comment on the bamiyan because I'll just say that yeah, you make really good bamiyan, more better
Oh,
than both.
thanks.
Because we wouldn't know, man. But hey, you are the genius in this. Um, but also at the same time, I would say because now that plans are being cancelled and everything, like, do you find yourself in any advantageous situation? Like, for example, like for myself, knowing that I don't get to travel, I'm pretty much cooped out at home. I actually save up quite a lot of money, and as a result, I'm
Yeah.
becoming like more frugal. And I don't know, like, even on occasions in which I want to spend, I end up reinvesting on household products.
Isn't it everybody's struggle at the moment?
And yeah.
think we do save money, but the downside is that I think some of us spend a lot of money on certain concerts and everything got cancelled last minute. So certain organizers don't actually offer a refund. So that's like also like a loss of money. So it's the downside.
I would say it's more like a postponement, but as Sean pointed out before with his Anthrax concerts, like that was a total waste because the organizers did not even get back to him at all. So I would say like most organizers, what they're doing right now is to just postpone but honor
Yeah.
the prices. But it's also kind of understandable because like I think it's kind of hasty if they want to cancel. They are trying their best to recreate the lineup as well, which I totally respect because it's not that easy, having to like create like a plan B of sorts.
Exactly, but like just not
Yeah.
replying people when they're asking when
Mm.
you're supposed to like reply. That's kind of messed up as well, man. Like there's so many
Yeah.
concerts. Like I was supposed to have
Mm.
this like sorry, I was supposed to have this like Taiwanese concert. There's this band Eggplant Egg that I was supposed to see, and I bought tickets for 4 of my friends. Tina, don't judge, okay? They're really good. This like
Okay,
if I
fine.
die, I want that song to be sung at my funeral while you carry my
Okay.
body off into the
Duly
sunset.
noted.
Can
Like,
you
but
like
then
sing
the
yourself a
organizers
song?
have not. The organizers have no. This you must find. You might get me drunk. Automatically, I know the song word for word.
Oh my. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
but well,
So
organize.
yeah, and the organizers have not been replying. So I spent like almost $800 on the tickets, like 4 or 5 tickets, and it's been 4 months, and Cystic has still not given my money back.
Oh, it's okay. I'm on the same page with you with my Slipknot tickets. So
Yeah, I mean Slipknot was more expensive, right, Tina?
like a
Shit.
good $500 plus as well. $100 package thing. But they keep saying that they will refund us and everything. But it's been like 3 months. So
Yeah, that's
I
bullshit,
don't
man.
know.
And yet they have the chick
It's
to
not Cystic's fault because they're like the middle people.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean
I used to be a big supporter of LAMC, but I think they're being really unprofessional now with like the refunds. I'm sorry, LAMC, if you guys are listening, but
Yeah,
they
I
won't they
mean,
won't
yeah.
they won't be listening to this. I can trust you on trust you on that.
I mean, I've always been going for LAMC shows. I mean, I didn't want to say their names, but since
Exactly.
you
All
already
of us
dropped,
have.
since you already name drop them, I'm like, fine, whatever. I've always been going for LAMC shows. I really enjoy the shows, but I think it's very unprofessional that they said they promise you your refund at a certain time and they don't give it to you, and then when you comment on their post and you say like, hey, when's my refund gonna come? I've been waiting since like April, and then when I went back to the post, I realized that they delete everybody's
Exactly.
comments
All the comments are
asking for
deleted.
refunds. So if you look on all their past posts, right, you don't see anybody asking for refunds because they deleted everybody's comments, which I
Yeah.
think is very dodgy, very suspicious, and very.
I mean, we're all from the local scene. We understand that there are hardships in like
Just
organizing a gig
tell
and
us the
everything.
way
Like,
it is.
just be honest.
Don't like,
Exactly.
yeah, don't beat around the bush. You're holding my money $500 plus worth. I know I want to know where that goes to.
Yeah. I think the last fuck up that they had was the Scorpions concert, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
Scorpions and
yeah,
White
yeah.
Snake.
That was
Wow,
just
people were fucking
before
pissed.
the
Exactly.
COVID thing.
They
Yeah,
just suka. The last minute they changed the date and everything, and there's so many foreign fans
Yeah,
coming.
exactly. And some people never got the refund. So can you
Yeah,
imagine?
it's so screwed up.
It's hard. Yeah.
but I would say this is what happens when you are the major shareholder when it comes to like or like the main organizer when it comes to gigs because to them like they feel that because they are LMC, they're like a brand name, they can get away with almost anything. And that's also why I appreciate the fact that we have smaller organizers like Street Noise, for example, or even like DSP when they bring in bands
Yeah,
and when they organize
Eric's an
shows.
angel, man.
I appreciate what they really do because these guys, I know they might not be making a profit, let alone to even break even, but at least they are very professional about bringing in the bands and honoring our words. And of course, I think the one thing that they have is the fact that they try to organize meet and greet and try to get the bands together with the fans as well.
Yeah. Like
And
it's
that's
not all
what,
business. Like it's like that they're doing it for the people who
Yeah,
are
for
coming
passion.
for the show. Yeah. Like you have empathy, like
Yeah.
if you are such a big organization, you tend to like lose sight of these kind of things. Like, oh, money is just money, but you don't really see how the fans feel, you know?
I completely agree.
It's,
But speaking
it's
of
like
which,
it's like
mhm.
it's like Alyssa White's when she was still with the Agonist, no, like still down to earth. Then Perangai moved to Arc Enemy only, that's it. LAMC mode on, like who the fuck are you bitches? like, look, I used to be a
Hey,
fan
don't
of
say
her,
that then
man.
LAMC, later I don't get my refund, how?
Tina, even if you don't say
Yeah.
anything at all, you won't get a refund. It's just gonna be the same either way.
I guess.
Partiality, man.
Hey, even the government gives me $500 back, okay? Oh, God.
That's the thing.
That's different. But you know, speaking of passion and stuff, like I think the one thing that unites all of us together is the fact that we were in this tiny little outfit called Metal Horde, which was
Metal
started.
Horde, Metal
Our little
Horde, the
baby.
horns.
And as you can see from my background, like one of the logos is Metal Horde because Robin kindly agreed to have it. Yeah. And I told him like, you know what, dude, like if it's okay, like I use the logo and like, you know, just continue what you're doing. It's like, yeah,
I'm
totally
sorry.
fine with it.
Do you remember Jackie Chan Adventures on Kids Central last time?
Yeah. It's like the 12
like
medallions.
the
The 12
yeah,
medallions.
it
Yeah.
looks like it.
Oh my goodness. Right.
It
But
does. Look, you got the bat, you got the cat.
Oh my god.
There's no cat in the
I
Zodiac.
didn't know Dalif was such a fan of Jackie Chan.
Dalif, you closet.
Yeah, you could tell us, Dalif. You don't judge.
I'll tell you later.
We like Jackie Chan too.
Actually, not really. I was more of a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan. So maybe I should have Turtle instead.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, the animated series was pretty good as well.
Yeah,
I like
totally.
Monster Rancher.
But
Oh, that's old school. Yeah, Monster Rancher.
Yeah.
The weird little eyeball fella.
Oh, what was his name? But I remember Mochi, the cute name. Mochi.
Oh yeah, the rabbit also.
Hair.
Yeah,
Okay,
hair.
sorry. We're not talking about
Okay.
cartoons now, guys. Back to Metal Horde.
back to the
Metal
actual
Horde,
story.
the good
So-
old days, man.
Stay on
So
track.
so it's okay to segue once in a while. I think I say, man, it's all about casual conversation. But in any case, for those who don't know, Metal Horde was started by Robin around 2008, 2009, thereabouts, I would say. And the
Yeah.
whole idea was to promote local shows, not promote local shows, sorry, like to do media, print, internet content for local bands attending shows. And there was even an occasion in which Metal Horde organized a benefit gig as well. So
Oh yeah, Metal for Cause.
yeah, it was called Metal
Yeah.
for a Cause. I think we did like what two Metal for a Cause shows.
Yeah, we did two. We had like 2 tickets, man. Like I was just telling you, right? So it's like in the midst of moving houses. Let me just get it out. I found like this little like scrapbook I used to keep. Like, really cool. Like that. Guess what I found? I found the tickets that we had like for our first 2 concerts. So let me
I
just.
lost all of mine.
Yeah, it's like really messy. So I will just turn the phone around, like so you can see like. I'll do the Metal for God ticket.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like 2010. No, it's been like 10 years, guys.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy.
Where
man.
were you 10 years ago?
Yeah, like
We were at Metal for Cause.
can you recognize the bands like Unstrung? I think Unstrung was like a side project that Tarni, Leon all had. Age of Symphonia, Stillborn, Valium, Xanadu,
Helmsky. Oh my
God.
god.
Helmsky was Andrew Farris's other band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Mezzaverse.
And what's that? And Miseverse.
Yeah.
Mezzaverse.
Mezzaverse was like the first metal CD I ever owned, like local metal band. I was shocked, because like the CD quality was like really amazing. No, I think what's the guitarist name? The Indian fella?
Johnny.
Jonathan. Yeah. So Johnny's younger brother, Joel. Joel was a schoolmate of mine. So he was the one who was telling me that, bro, you got to check out, like, if you like this music, right? So back then I was just starting to discover like metal music, like the usual, like, from Linkin Park, suddenly discover, what is this? Then like, so it started more on like the local things. And then like when I first saw the CD, I was really shocked because it looked so much better than any other band CDs that were out there at that time. I mean, for me personally.
And for Tina, like, how do you first like discover like local music, or how do you actually first got to your first local show rather?
I was 14 years old. One of my friends, shout out to Nat, he brought me to my first show in Guest House. I was 14 years old. It was a metalcore gig, and that was the age of like the rise of metalcore music.
Wow,
I
14
remember the
years old.
first
That's
band.
young.
Yeah, that was how many years ago? Oh my god, how am I? 14 years ago. 14 years ago. Yeah, wow, I'm old. Yeah,
Wow.
and the band that I saw that day that is still alive, still active until now is Every Rage I Say. Shout
Yeah, same. That's like one of the first bands I saw as well.
The longest
Shout out.
local band
Mine
I've
was,
ever watched in my life.
Nice, yeah. Mine was when I think I was 17. I was a lifeguard. So that was when I met Cetra. I don't know whether you all remember him.
Yeah,
Like,
of
he
course
used
I
to
do.
do vocals for Nafrat at that
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. So I was working at the lifeguard Wild West. Then Jack Panzer lah. Jack Panzer was working there.
Yeah.
So he also like say, hey, wow, bro, you Indian, you also better than come. Like, you need to come drink with us. Chala, that was the first day I drink with him. The first day I kena for my mother for drinking. No. It's like, damn, chala. So they brought me for my first gig. I think it was called Slaughterhouse Massacre. It was Cetra was performing.
Yeah, was it Art House, right? Yeah.
So the first Every Rage I Seek was playing
Do you
there.
remember?
So,
Do you remember who the organizer was?
no man, I didn't know anyone there. I was like a small kid. I just went, who was it? Who was it? Say it. Spill the tea.
Postcard though.
Yeah. Like, everyone made me feel welcome. It wasn't like, like, oh, you're outsider, like just wearing like a Peninsula Iron Maiden shirt. Everyone was just like, hey, your first gig, welcome, man, and everything. I was like, fuck, these guys are damn nice.
First show?
Yeah, it was my first show.
Holy cow, okay.
But you're right as well. Like, aside from the fact that when Jack asked you to like drink with him just because you're Indian, you're a metalhead, which is a nice analogy. It's like, you're Indian, you're a metalhead, let's drink. I mean, that's a nice
exactly.
way.
He was a damn nice fella. Introduced me to a lot of cool bands as well.
So ironically, like for myself, like the first time I went to a show, I can't exactly remember the show that I went to, but my first time when I went to a show was back in 2008 because Kai from Obscure Phoenix and briefly in Dive, he was my campmate, like in the army, and he invited me to a show. Okay. But the thing was, I didn't know anyone. I was so nervous because I was so shy that I just went in there to just watch the show, and I just went off thereafter because I was like, oh my god, I don't know what to do.
I totally feel you. My first show, I spent the entire gig sitting down on the staircase opposite the stage. So, because I was too shy.
Yeah.
We all had outside moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, so people would think that, when people talk about their first show, the things like, it's going to be a very cool experience, you get the rock star treatment and all. But in reality, when we go for our first show, we are so nervous because we do not know what to expect. It's something that we are not used to, and it's really okay. Like, if anyone's listening to this and they're curious to go for your first show when it actually happens,
go for it, man.
Worry.
Like, that's why I think, like, all of us, especially our group, and we make an effort. Like, someone is new, like, hey, come on in, like, you want a beer, like, just chill lah, have fun, no? Like,
you want a beer? What if they're underage, Ganesh? Oh my god!
I mean, that is
you want a John Shandy
to tell me that they're underage. It's like, I'm not their guardian. I'm just a nice guy there with
you want his ill milk?
Yeah, I mean, all of us were drinking underage, Tina. Let's just face the facts. Like,
hello, no.
Yeah, okay, except you, halal. Me, okay, I was.
Okay, we all had our transgressions when we were younger. Let's put it that way. But the most important thing is, but the most important thing is that I would say at some point, like I think when I went for my second show, and that was when I saw True Be Known. That was where I felt more comfortable in my skin because I don't know, there's something about the band that just had a commanding presence, and everyone was just having fun, and people were just being really nice and I think the one that really broke the ice was the fact that in between sets, people would actually step outside and have a conversation. And I think it was like some of these guys just come up to me and they talk to me and everything. And so I felt really welcome. And like one of the reasons why I actually went to a local show was thanks to Cedric. Because Cedric used to go for golf parties for SDAM. And I became friends
Oh
with him.
wow.
I think he was saying that, and Cedric better with the long hair, like looking all cool. Like, hey,
yeah.
come to, like, you should come to this show. No. And I was like, yeah, why not? Like, I'll just like drop by and see what is it all about. And back then I didn't know who Mesaviers was, man. I didn't know like Cedric, the guy who goes for golf gigs or golf shows. And then now goes like
Cedric's really cool, dude.
Yeah.
And that was when I met. That was where I met you guys, and that's where I met Robin. And that was at the same time. I was being introduced to you guys, like the Metal Horde crew. So, how did you get to know Robin in the first place? Like, how did he rope you into the whole Metal Horde thing as well?
Hey, Robin was one of the first ones to just talk to me. He was, hey, like, you look new here, like, hey, gig. I was like, yeah. Then like on Facebook as well, like he was just super friendly, like just talking to us, like everything. Oh, you should listen to this band, and just just being friendly. Like I learned so much from him.
Yeah.
He just didn't hesitate, no?
Meeting on Facebook. Yeah, on Facebook and MSN. Old school shit, yo.
Oh
MSN.
yeah, MSN. Back in the days.
Back in the days. Where were you 10 years ago? On MSN, bitch.
I think 10 years ago I just started like a Facebook account. But yeah, so you corresponded with Robin over MSN, and then what transpired thereafter?
This is where my goldfish memory comes into play. I don't remember shit. But I just remember the MSN days.
We started chilling. We were just like chilling at gigs and everything. The one day, like all of us just came together. Then, like Robin was like, I think that's what he wanted. If I'm not wrong, right, Metal Horde was already around before us, but then like Robin wanted to like reform it or something. So like he asked us, like, would you like to be a part of like this organization? And then like, but we were like, shit, we don't know much about the scene. We are like new here.
They had like some conflict, right?
Yeah.
And then out became Heavy Metal Tribune.
Heavy Metal Tribune, yeah, correct.
Yeah, it's like the whole Metallica Megadeth thing going on.
Yeah. So it's just like Robin was just like, no, it's chill, man. Like I just need some help, and it's like you guys can learn also. I was like, yeah, sure, why not, man? Like I was like, it sounds really cool, lah. Then like all my friends are there, like you guys are okay, like jumps, let's go.
So wait, does this make us Megadeth? Because if there was a split and Robin
is
set out on
it
his
bad
own,
though? But I mean that was so many years ago, and I'm thinking everybody's
okay. Like we were,
now.
I don't think we were not part. Yeah, we are not part of the whole thing.
We were not part of it.
We were like, yeah, he was just like, hey, you want to join them? We're like, yeah, cool, man, let's go. Like,
yeah, but I think he's okay with all them now, right? I mean, it was like so long ago. I mean,
yeah, I mean, like the
Heavy
Metal Tribune guys were always like nice to me, like like Clarence and the rest. They were always like, hey, what's up and everything. Like they didn't treat us any differently. Like,
I think everybody was very young, so
yeah, exactly. It's nothing to do with us. So we were all that very chill and everything.
And I would say like that's the beauty of our generation in the sense that we are so aware that, okay, what, back like 10 years ago, whatever it is, we were all still so young, and obviously emotions always play a huge factor in our decisions. But then, as we grow older, everyone's just like breach under the water, and we're all just the same now. Like we see each other at shows, we acknowledge each other, we have a conversation, and heck, there are even times where like both paths will actually cross and doing something as well. And I mean, like for example, like I've done some video recordings for Assault, and I don't mind it as well because they've been nice to me and I'm nice to them. So I think that's like the way going forward, as opposed to like some people that I know who just bear grudges that about things that happened like 10 years ago and something, and they still hold to it. And what's the point, seriously? Like I feel like if you do such a thing, then you are just it's just being a detriment to yourself.
It's time to censor the names already, like
So like guys like and they do such things, I know. I'm sorry, guys. The video just froze midway. I should repeat it again. So like guys like as well as they do such things, and I feel like I don't want to be like part of that generation, that cycle. I want to be like with you guys as well. We want to be like part of new batch of metalheads where we just treat each
Yeah.
other nicely and we coexist all together and have fun. And that's
I mean,
like
it's
the
just
beauty
so
of Metal Horde as
tiring,
well.
no? Just hating someone for that long, like waking up every day thinking about that person and like fella's not metal enough. Like,
Yeah.
who the fuck does that, man?
Can you imagine like you wake up in the morning and like you just like look at your board and you're like, let's see who should I pinpoint today. You take a dart like that guy.
Should I bitch about
It's not
today?
metal.
Right.
But back to the main topic about Robin, I would say like he's like the catalyst in getting all of us together. And even
Yeah,
though
he is.
he is kind of media shy, even especially now, he has played a lot. He has actually contributed a lot to the local community in the sense that he organized
I
shows.
agree.
He gave us things to do, which and here's the thing, like when he gives us things to do, like it's not in a very forceful manner. He's just like, hey, would you like to help out or would you like to do this? And we are always like so willing to do it for him because
Yeah.
because he treats us like friends. I think that's like the most important thing. Like he doesn't see himself
Exactly.
as
And I still find it
Yeah.
so amazing that we are friends till this day. Like, wow.
Exactly. You know, one of the nicest things that Robin has done for me, right? Like back then, I was like I mean, I still am super into this like German metalcore band, like Heaven Shall Burn. And when they played in
Yes.
Singapore, right? Like Robin was just like, hey, you know, like I can get you to meet the band. Everything. I was like, oh fuck no. And he was like, yeah, just come. And I went to meet the band, and they were so fucking down to earth. But I was starstruck. Bro. I was just like, I was like, oh my god. I think it was in 2010. I'm still like fucking thankful. Like I was so grateful, man. Like it might just be like a small thing for him. Like, hey, yeah, I can get a friend, but it really meant a lot to me, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is one of the things I'll
It's so
never forget,
sweet.
like till today.
So that being said, like what has being in Metal Horde done for you? Especially like now, if like looking back.
Are you
So
talking to
Metal Horde,
Ganesh or
right?
me?
Like, for me, like I think both of us, but like Metal Horde, everything, like basically increased my knowledge of the local scene for like someone who just back then was like, you know, just like a fresh youngling there, like didn't know much. You know, Robin would like get us like, oh, okay, like though this band is happening. I remember he would ask us to like help him with like interviews and stuff. So it's like, you know,
Yeah.
it's slowly built up our knowledge base as well. And we got to know more people in the scene, like meeting more like nice people and everything. We end up all being friends. It's like a huge like connected family, you know, like you never knew that existed before. It's like, oh fuck, these guys are like super nice and chill. And you at the same time you're learning a lot about the scene as well. And I think I
Yeah.
can speak for everyone here when I say like, you know, the metal scene was like a safe haven for us, you know, that all of us didn't knew we needed, but it was there. And like, you know, like we were like they're
Wow.
like different while we were growing up from like the normal kids and everything. Like I mean certain of us, I'm pretty sure like I was like people
I feel like we should insert
people
like
made
an
fun of
uplifting
me.
background song now.
like I was like people were like, oh fuck man, the fuck is wrong with you, like Satan worshipper and everything. But you know, in the scene, like no one gives a fuck like who you are and everything. They're just accepting of everyone, just enjoying having a good time, no? So that was
Yeah,
one thing
true.
I learned, like acceptance and tolerance. That's like one thing Metal Horde and the local scene has taught me. The most important thing, if I can say.
And Tina, what have you learned being in Metal Horde over the years?
Shit, how do I top that shit, man?
That's why I went first because I scared Tina say
Damn
that's
it! Oh, fuck. Okay, basically whatever he said. I think honestly it made me realize, like, you know, I got to know a lot more people from then onwards. Like I also roughly
Tina,
know like what.
what did I'm giving you a challenge right now. Why did you say all these things in Malay? Just pretend it's like the elections. You just say everything in Malay.
Hey, oh, yeah.
Come on, Tina, I can do it.
Hey, what do you? Oh my god, okay. How do I start?
You're the multiracial man.
BRB gonna grab my hammer. It's like
Apa saya hari malam ini fuck, not like you understand also.
Just do for Malay
the
viewers.
people
Damn it.
I don't
understand,
embarrass
Tina.
myself.
The people
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, man.
Undi lah PAP.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
No, it's Sunni lah APAP.
Yeah. No, you know why that was so funny? Because Sunni means like dick in Tamil.
Sunni,
So it's like
yeah.
I say I listened to it 10 times.
I think,
is
I guess give him the
he
benefit of
trolling
a
us?
doubt. I think he wanted to say support and undi. Undi means vote in Malay. So he's like, support and undi, sunni, or sundi, whatever.
Okay,
Poor
Tina,
fella.
you can go on with
Sorry.
your points, but you don't say it in Malay. I was just kidding.
Oh, you made me struggle for nothing. I met a lot of people along the way, like, and I also have a rough idea how like local shows work. Cause like I think Metal Horde, of course, was one of the first and only shows that I actually helped organize with you guys, and uh, and also like the whole band sharing. Oh, did Ganesh just disappear? Oh, okay,
I know.
sorry.
He's
No,
there.
I just got a call. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, basically that's it. And honestly, I'm very glad I joined Metal Horde because I think you guys are one of my few longest metal friends like ever. Like we can still go to go to shows now and like enjoy like going down memory lane and like, oh, we did this together, you know. As we
Yeah.
go
Well,
on,
we are like the
we
next batch of old timers. Do you all
remember.
realize?
I
Quite sad.
I would
Oh,
say
though.
please
so,
don't
man.
say that word.
But I gotta add on, like, I would say that thanks to Robin and Metal Horde, it provided me a gateway to doing content creation, because for one, he introduced me to a lot of bands, and he actually allowed me to like speak to like some of these guys, you know. And these are like the guys, like, if I had to do it on my own, I'll be so shy about it because I'm not like the sort of person that will come up to you spontaneously and have a conversation with you. But thanks to like Metal Horde and Robin, I
Yeah,
developed that
Yeah.
confidence.
exactly.
Actually, like because thanks to Metal Horde, right? Actually, after Metal, I actually joined another one, group.
The one,
Remember, do you guys remember
Fendi
Athenis
Tangkorak.
Metalum?
Fendi Tangkorak. Yeah.
Yeah,
Internet
Athenis Metalum.
Metal. Yeah.
Yeah,
By
yeah,
Fendi Tangkorak, Red Baron.
yeah. Oh my god, you actually
Wow,
remember him?
that's a
Yeah,
bit of a
like
Yeah.
I
mouthful.
joined
I
there and
see him.
like,
I see him around my area at times, like visiting his mom. Like
that's
I
it.
think he's taken like a different path in life or something, but he's still the same guy, man. Like down to earth, very nice. So once in a while, like we have a talk, but be it religion or music. Still a very nice chap, man. Like he did a
Yeah,
lot
yeah. I
for the
miss
metal
talking to
scene.
him, man.
He
I
did
hope
a
he's
lot
doing
for the
well.
metal scene.
Yeah, I hope he's doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
I
I'm not
really
wrong, Tina, you interviewed this trash metal band for them, right? Havoc or who was it? Outside shit, that bar. What does it used to be called? Just opposite BK Eating House.
Home club.
Home Club. Yeah.
Was it
Now it's a
Havoc?
different. I can't remember. Was it Havoc? It was a trash metal band. I remember.
Trash metal band. I know. I was supposed to
Yeah.
interview what's that black metal band? Fuck. Fuck. I forgot the band name.
Yeah.
the
you can find
Argentina gang.
Argentinian band. What, the Maradonas?
Infamous. Fuck it. I don't embarrass myself. I can't remember shit. I have
Yeah.
goldfish brains, guys. Please.
Just
don't
need
do
to check
this
your
me.
Facebook tag photos.
Yes.
Then you can find.
Yeah.
You can do that. But I would say, like, thanks to Robert as well. He introduced me to Brad, who is from Tough Life, used to be Morning Sound, and
Oh,
he actually
yeah,
allowed
right.
me to he actually allowed me to interview Tonic, the Taiwanese metal band, as well as Melting Snow. And that was like the first time I actually interviewed a band. So can you imagine, I was like a bottle of nurse. I'm like face to face with like Freddie, man. I'm like,
That was like
holy
the
shit.
stepping stone. Huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think Danny was like the Freddie Mercury of the metal scene, or Melting Snow. Like I was always like quite like enthralled by his performance. Like I see that, I was like, what? This guy garang
What
like,
happened to them now? Are they still alive? I mean,
I
active,
think
like
Danny we play soccer with Danny. Like Dalip and I were part of this soccer group with the other guy, Helen herself. So we play soccer
Shout
with Danny
out.
lah. He's still active there. Shout out to the HIC guys. It's like pioneer batch.
Then you stop being angry.
Yeah, we love you, Dan.
Den of the Angry.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but Danny, I think Danny mentioned something about recreating Melting Snow. I think it's in the work somewhere. Must ask him lah.
I would say that I had a conversation with him the other day. I think they
Is
have
the
something
snow
planned.
still melting?
Dude, seriously?
I have very lame jokes. I'm sorry.
What the hell, Tina? But you know,
I tried.
I would say that you guys are like pretty much a family, man. Honestly, I always refer to you guys as like my brothers and sisters that I never had. But you know what? It is.
Yeah, it's true, man.
It is what it is. especially Sean. I mean, he may look different, but he's still a brother, man.
Yeah, and I absolutely love that there's no racism among any of us, because there is just no space for
Exactly.
racism in metal. I love it. There's no racism.
Yeah.
Well,
And one
from
thing
my
as well,
perspective,
right?
at least.
Like, sorry, Tina, you're saying?
No, at least from my perspective, like, I mean, like, I don't see, like, people not talking to everybody just because of race, and I see I think I can say the same for everybody, that I think we all felt very offended when one of our ministers said that the metal scene was like all Malays. Like, you don't know
Yeah,
shit
dude,
about the
that
scene,
was
and
like,
then
we're
you
like,
you
what the
threw like a
fuck?
comment like that, like, how dare you,
Seriously, man. It's just like you're spitting at everyone's hard work and rice bowl, Like, we work together to like build the scene. I mean, like, whether you're like a gig goer or band organizer, I mean, it's everyone's combined effort, And you just like, like insult everyone just like that. It's fucking disgraceful.
Yeah.
I think that's always like the problem with like the general public Balash, where they don't even understand our community at all. What they just do
Yeah,
is
they
just
don't.
assume, they just look at a bunch of kids,
Yeah.
a bit as
Yeah,
stereotypical as
I
possible.
felt
So
very
they just
offended.
assume that, I see this bunch of kids hanging out Peninsula. These are probably like just the Malay kids because they all look the same. They cannot even like
Yeah.
differentiate. They don't even know like the various backgrounds. But then, if they
Yeah, the
actually
different
make an effort,
subcultures and everything.
yeah, but if they actually make an effort to actually go for shows and talk to these people who attend these shows, they realize that everyone comes from different backgrounds, man. Like, you got your blue collar
Yeah.
guys, you got your white collar guys, you got your guys who are not even from Singapore and then they just moved to Singapore, and all these people, they find like the metal community as a very inclusive one where they can just go for shows and not be judged for that, because everyone's just, they don't really
Yeah.
care where you come from, right? They're like, you like metal music, you like beer, or whatever
Yeah,
alcohol it
you
is,
belong.
Yeah. We
come
hate
in here, man.
everybody
Have fun.
equally.
Exactly. Like our friends from Bulgaria, Strahi and Magil. So Maggie and Strahi, like they were just like, they were living here, working here for a while, and then they just joined it as well. And like, it's just like they were another extension to the family, just coming in.
Mm.
And they
Yeah,
weren't
I think
treated any differently as well. It's like,
I see a lot of like expats also. I mean, like, foreign guys or girls at shows, and I think I see that they feel they are quite like well blended in, like they're having a good time. They don't
mm,
feel like, like, I think that's great. Like, there is no racism. Like, if I'm gonna hate you, I'm gonna hate you for you, not for the color of the skin.
exactly. That is,
And
I
that's
think that is what I learned, right? Like from the skinheads from the local scene as well, man. Like if you like, the boys were one of my favorite bands to watch live. And the skinheads, they don't give you like shit as, oh, you're not a skinhead, you can't come for the gig. They were all welcoming. They were like, hey, come, we drink together,
Yeah.
we just cut, we dance together. And it was so uplifting. I learned a lot about like the sharp skins, Antifa. I'm like, fuck, that's the way it should be. It's just one love,
Yeah.
And likewise, man,
Great.
I do stuff with like TRVE Vegan as well. Like, I'm always very, very particular about inclusiveness. Like, to me, if I'm gonna join a group that discriminates, I don't want to be part of it. And thankfully, with the TRVE Vegan, it's all about everyone. It really shows, and it all boils down to our local community at its very essence. Because I think if it wasn't for those lessons that I learned from there, it would not be extended to everything that I do outside of it.